Hi toy fans, this is ToyHound here to review a 2015 Lego Scooby Doo Mummy Museum Mystery set. Of course, here's what it looks like in the box. It's Lego Scooby Doo. It's for 5 to 12, that's the ages. It's got 110 pieces, of course that warning label. And basically they use a little bit of a photograph and then they use a photograph of the toy. That's how they intermix it. And that's the certain minifigures that you get in the set. Pretty cool. Here's what it looks like on the back. It shows a little action of what basically happens in the set. And the other minifigures you can collect from the other sets, I believe. And it shows Lego.com Scooby Doo. That's what it looks like on the bottom and the top. And in the next clip I'll show you it assembled and then I'll give you my final thoughts. And here, as you can see, is a Lego Mummy Museum Mystery building block set out of the package. And of course I will show you it comes with a little booklet right there, how to put it together. And also has spare pieces, which I normally keep in like a little Ziploc bag. But now that I showed you that, now I'm just showing you the figures. And you got, of course, Scooby Doo, which is pretty cool. It's got the Scooby Doo SD on his dog collar. Pretty cool. And then his head turns all the way around. And you can remove it if you want to, which would be kind of weird. And well, I thought his collar would come off too, but I don't think it does. Still pretty cool. And then you got Shaggy. He has this little mystery block piece. It's similar to the Lego The Simpsons, where they have it printed on the piece. But it might over time scratch this area, so that's one thing to be aware of. But there's Shaggy. It has his hair on the top. And one cool thing is when you remove the hair, he has a double face, so if you want to do some sort of dorky stop motion thing you can, which is pretty cool. But the main thing on this set is this museum piece, which has got like the sarcophagus part right here. I believe that's what it's called. I'm not an expert on this. I just thought this was a cool set to get. But one thing to be aware of, it has these really small stickers to put on. And I'm not really too much of a fan of putting stickers on toys, so I actually got them on fairly straight. And here's what it looks like on the back. Has this little sandwich piece right there. Even has printed on sesame seeds on the top, which is pretty cool. I think that's what it's supposed to be. And of course, when you open this area up, which you open it up, you have these little gems. And basically, they spit right out of there. Pretty cool. And normally what I do is I just put them in the Ziploc bag, like the one I showed you. But has that feature, which is pretty cool. And then it has, of course, the mummy on the inside. We'll take that out. There's the mummy. You take this piece off. And he's got a double-sided head. So if you want to turn it and do that, you can. It's just printed on. It's printed on the back as well, which is pretty cool. And of course it opens up. And these pieces are on like a little locking mechanism piece, which is pretty cool. So I'm not really a fan of like tearing apart my sets and kind of scavenging them. Some people are, but I'm not really into that. Actually, when I was a kid, I kind of did that with some of my parts of my play sets, but as of today, I normally keep everything together in one spot. I don't really do that much any more of like custom on the side Lego building or anything, but I put them right back in that bag, and of course I put that back in there. It's a good way to store them because you can lose these pieces. That's why I did it that way. And you can, if Shaggy wants to, he wouldn't balance very well, but he can ride Scooby, which is kind of weird. But he can't like stick on a block. This Scooby Doo figure, he can't. But it's kind of weird. But he can do that, which that's kind of weird. But I figured since I've figured that out and showed you, you can do that, which is weird. But it's a toy, so you can do fun stuff with it. And I think Shaggy's supposed to grab onto this, and if you want to, you can do that. But that's the play set. Oh, and there's another gem too I forgot to put away. But again, is it worth spending $12 to $13 for this set? It all depends if you're a fan of the set or a fan of Scooby Doo. I think it's a pretty good value. And that's all I really have to say. If you'd like to see more videos, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment down below, and stay tuned for more reviews.